Okay guys, have you ever wondered how people like Tony Robbins and other self-made millionaires, not to mention billionaires, arrived at their prominent place in life? Well, first of all, I use the word self-made for a reason, as success always leaves clues. And the success clue I want to share with you today is the law of attraction, which is something I've used for many years in my own life and something that many prominent people use as well, to the point where it's actually scary. In 10 years, I've literally built a $1 million business, grown my YouTube channel to 700,000 subscribers, married the love of my life, and had 2 babies that I love so much, and grown my team to 30 employees. And I personally started my own journey with affirmations, a vision board, and writing out my goals because I watched The Secret and because I wanted to be just like these moguls. So first things first, laws are rules. Laws are principles, they're directions, instructions, and above all, they are timeless. Meaning what worked back in the early days for Oprah can actually work for you today. And the perfect place for us to start is with the woman who literally wrote the book on being a bona fide super attractor, one of my favorite authors, Gabby Bernstein.
What you believe you will receive.
So just like Gabby Bernstein here, to practice the law of attraction is essentially aligning yourself with a thought system that will magnetize the thoughts and desires that you have for your life. Now, many people have talked about the importance and actual significance of our thoughts too. Grammy and Academy Award winner Lady Gaga puts much of her success to a relentless practice she began during the very early days.
You're saying a lie over and over and over again, and then one day, the lie is true.
So please don't ever fall into the trap of telling yourself that this kind of self-talk would never work for you. Because this is my point. Even one of the greatest entertainers herself had a hard time believing this for herself to begin with. I'm not telling you to lie about your ability or that you should fake it till you make it, but you must open your mouth and speak, declare, pronounce, assert. Because when you do, your words trigger the process of movement and action in the universe. Action that over time will start complementing and reinforcing your daily assertions. Okay, quick guys, name your favorite Disney movie. What is it? Oh my goodness, mine is actually Cinderella. Leave what Disney movie is your favorite down in the comments below. Now, stretching all the way back to the very first time the world saw Mickey in 1928, the Walt Disney Company continues to actually blaze a trail, producing and distributing some of our favorite movies, both animated and live action. The Disney portfolio is a seemingly endless carousel of blockbusters. But Bob Iger, the man at the head of Disney's decision-making process, knows that in order to attract breakthrough opportunities that had never been done before, you have to demonstrate leadership.
It was time for Marvel's storytelling to much better reflect the world we were doing business in. I'm a big believer in that.
And when he needed to make a call on whether to make Black Panther, the rest, as they say, is history. Or in this case, the receipts. And yeah, Black Panther probably exceeded even Bob Iger's expectations. But what you need to understand here is that the law of attraction loves leaders. Life-changing opportunities will come from you being able to demonstrate that you can lead. It doesn't have to be as the leader of a major corporation either. It can be you leading within your family, your class, or with work colleagues. Leading can be many things, including qualities you may already have or that you can learn. Guidance, direction, confidence all constitute great leadership. As is the understanding you don't need to have all the answers, but you must, guys, have the vision. That is all that matters in all of this. Your vision is literally what will attract others to you and help you reach that end destination. Now, Black Panther director Ryan Coogler had been applying many of these principles for years. And while he'd received critical acclaim for both writing and directing the Rocky spin-off movie Creed, Black Panther was only Ryan's 3rd feature film as director. And to make things even more interesting, Ryan insisted on certain things before he even agreed to embark on this groundbreaking project. And so how did a young African-American director, who at the time only had 2 feature films to his name, convince the CEO of the Walt Disney Company to sign off on a $200 million budget to write and direct a monumental blockbuster movie? Well, here is a crucial law of attraction principle that I really need you guys to grasp. You never, ever convince, plead, beg, or persuade. You become. And specifically, as highlighted by Ryan Coogler, you become a master of your craft. Now, I don't know what your passion, purpose, or calling is, but if you do have one, make the commitment of mastery and excellence and be a doer of your thing. Because if we reflect on Ryan's journey, while we see that he had done just 2 feature films when he was signed on to write and direct Black Panther, if you take a closer look, he had written and directed his first short story 9 years earlier, followed by additional projects as a camera operator, sound editor, and actor. So by the time Hollywood did come calling, he was totally ready to deliver. Now, it may be challenging along the way, but the law of attraction will honor you when you diligently pursue mastery of your craft. Now, Ariana Huffington is a boss woman. I love her. So what qualities do you think that she needed to create her online digital media platform that published daily in over 10 languages? If your answers include determination, focus, and drive, you'd probably be right. But while Ariana was overseeing an exciting time at HuffPost, which included winning a prestigious Pulitzer Prize, she was quite literally running herself into the ground.
2 years into building the Huffington Post, I was by then the divorced mother of 2 daughters. And so I collapsed. I hit my head on my desk, in the corner of my desk on the way down, broke my cheekbone.
Guys, this is a really important lesson here because the law of attraction doesn't kick in as a result of putting long, arduous, back-breaking hours. The law of attraction works smart and not hard. So you don't need to kill yourself to have success. In fact, success looks even better when it's abundant and when you have time to do the things you need. And get this, Ariana even created a tool that replies to any email you receive while out of the office, before deleting the email, so as an employee, you wouldn't even know that an email has been sent to you. Ariana's logic was that she did not want her staff to be checking messages and emails when they should really be fully present with their friends and loved ones. It took burnout, a broken cheekbone, and strained personal relationships, but Ariana has defied industry norms to experience personal as well as professional satisfaction. The law of attraction plays very nicely with those who refuse to be one of the crowd. So make sure you think and act different. Online retailer Amazon shows no sign of slowing down, which of course is great news for the founder Jeff Bezos, who according to CNN Business began the new decade once again listed as the world's richest man. But here's the interesting thing about Jeff. He doesn't feel that any of this was just down to hard work, but more from finding his purpose.
When you find your passion, it's a fantastic gift for you because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose.
Jeff realized very early on that the law of attraction works from 2 angles. Who you are and where your passions lie will evoke interest from someone or something else. But it needs to be the truest version of you in order for the stars to properly align. And at the heart of Jeff's success is his passion to deliver on the needs and expectations of the customer, while remaining mindful that the law of attraction works best when you have been called. 25-year-old Sarah Blakely. She made a written declaration that would change her life forever.
If you write your goals down, it makes all the difference.
She wrote down what she was gonna do, and she had no idea at the time how she was gonna do it. So what's the lesson here, guys? Write your affirmations, your positive statements of intent down. Just get started, and then watch the law of attraction begin working in your life. But guys, I do get it. Using phrases like imagine and the universe, like you'll hear me use all the time, these words can sound a little weird, right? Well, not to Will Smith, it doesn't.
You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. The universe is going to get out your way.
Think of yourself like a magnet. And when you make your decision, it actually sets you in a certain direction to attract the things and people you decided you wanted to attract. And never, ever, ever, guys, say that the law of attraction can't work for you if you're just getting started, because it totally can. Take entertainment journalist Jaleesa Lachey. Jaleesa identified her calling as someone who loved entertainment. And not only would she interview the biggest names in showbiz, she would also use her platform to ask meaningful questions.
And do you think there's any plan in Hollywood to make sure that the media room starts to reflect the diversity that we're beginning to see in the industry?
All along, Jaleesa was secretly putting the law of attraction to move into the same lane and universe as one person in particular, Oprah. And when Jaleesa told Oprah they were having the interview as a result of a vision board Jaleesa created, oh my gosh, Oprah totally got it.
So I have manifested this moment.
Congratulations. Remember that magnet thingy we discussed a little while ago? Well, Oprah took the time to explain why their paths had crossed the way they did.
So in order for me to be on your vision board, you must have put it there and then you let it go.
In other words, you prepare relentlessly, but you don't have to push it. Which is unfortunately what a young Jamie Foxx precisely did when he saw Denzel Washington for the first time.
I was like,
Thankfully, though, a few years and a Best Actor Academy Award later, Jamie had created enough vibes in the attraction sphere that when Denzel was honored with an American Film Institute Life Achievement Award, Jamie was one of the actors given the privilege of speaking on the night. And it got even better.
But more personally, I've had Denzel to my house. I like saying that because not a lot of people get a chance to do that.
From harassment to house guest, Jamie finally understood how to put the law of attraction to work, the way Oprah said he and you should.
You have to do it, and then you have to put it, and then you have to meet that vibration. You have to prepare yourself to be there and ready when it shows up.
So there you have it, guys, the law of attraction examples from people that have gone on to make it in their own chosen field. So go out there and follow the principles I share with you guys in this video. And take a leaf out of one of the law of attraction masters, Steve Jobs, who was not only never afraid to make mistakes while he was on his journey, he also made a point of really owning those mistakes.
And some mistakes will be made, by the way. Some mistakes will be made along the way. That's good, because at least some decisions are being made along the way. And we'll find the mistakes, we'll fix them.
In the words of Will Smith, being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Thoughts, feelings, desires are real in the universe. Dream it, really picture something, because when you do, you've given yourself that physical thrust towards it. All right, guys, I'll see you next week for another video all about relationships.